My moral code is based on the values of my Christian faith. Again, living the way that Jesus in the Bible teaches people how to live translates into real life in so many tangible ways. Most importantly, how you interact with people, treating people with respect, treating people with the dignity they deserve. That's really what drives my moral code. My moral code is based off of doing the right thing, no matter what the circumstances, facing tough issues head on and not shying away from them or taking the easy path or the easy way out. It's really just, again, in the bedrock principles of who I am is doing the right thing. And I think that's something that is extremely important to me as it translates to my life within the community and life within the workplace. Will Van Wielden. I am the CFO and Chief Operating Officer of Milwaukee Brewing Company. I'm really most passionate about creating a culture around Milwaukee Brewing Company where our employees want to come to work every day. It's a culture of innovation. Our brewing team and the rest of our team can every day push the limit and think ahead and think about what's hot next in the craft beer industry. And then also a culture of customer interaction and customer experience. So creating the highest and best customer experience, innovation, and just leadership every day when I come to work. The craft beer industry is increasingly more competitive every day. I think some of the statistics project that there will be almost over 8,000 craft breweries open within the next 24 months in total. And compare that to even 2 or 3 years ago, that number was at 4,000 or 5,000. So there's a lot of new players to the industry. And how we're trying to grow our business in the midst of that increasing market competition is the most pivotal topic for me as the Chief Operating Officer of Milwaukee Brewing Company. It's really about driving unique customer experiences, again, driving innovation, making beer that nobody else makes, and making beer better than other people do. With that many market participants, there's a lot of people that think that they can just open up their own craft brewery, open up a tap room, make beer, and it's just going to be this easy way to make money quick kind of thing. And really, it's a grind. Milwaukee Brewing Company's been around for 21 years. We have a track record of making extremely high quality beer. And now with this opening of our new brewing location here at 9th Street near the new Bucks Arena, we have an awesome real estate, awesome taproom experience where our customers can come in and really do something they can't do anywhere else within the city. And so we think that our new facility will become a Midwest travel destination. It'll be on one of the top things to do when people come visit Milwaukee. And we're really proud of that, to represent Milwaukee and even have that as part of our name as Milwaukee Brewing Company. It means something every day. And so to differentiate ourselves against the competition is something we strive about and think about every single day. But it goes back to making quality beer, pushing the innovation, doing things people haven't done before, and then delivering a customer experience that people can't get elsewhere. As far as what influences me the most, it's really the foundational moral values that I was raised upon, and that really is somewhat religious. I was raised, and I have a Christian faith that is really important to me and crucial to who I am. But through that, then really shows through in the business world of how you treat one another. Business practices, always trying to do the right thing. When you work in a small business, you run into situations every single day where you are making decisions on whether or not to do the right thing, how to handle things that arise. There's a lot of things that don't necessarily go according to plan, and remaining cool, calm, thinking through things, that all goes back to what I would say how I was raised and how to act in stressful situations and in high pressure environments. I pride myself on really being a true leader, being able to see the long-term vision and know the foundational and the core values that you built yourself on as a company, and really sticking to those in every single little decision you make every day. As far as who influences me the most, growing up, I would definitely say my parents. Again, you know, the example they set as far as how to treat people, how to work hard, and how to, you know, just really become a leader in every single instance or organization you become a part of, is something that I really cherish and look back on every single day. Nowadays, I think to probably 2 or 3 of my different business mentors that I routinely try and have interactions with, whether it be a coffee or a beer after work, where I know that they've been through a lot of the same situations that I'm going through in the growth of a small business, whether that be raising capital, applying for a bank loan, managing a construction process. All of those things are things that require a lot of background knowledge that I can glean from some of the business mentors that I have within the Milwaukee community. And those would be the people that I would look to that influence me daily. My favorite beer that we make is called the MKE IPA. So what it is it's a very citrus-forward IPA that we just released. It has a ton of hops in it, and it really is you know, for people who don't like to drink IPAs, they try this one and they like it because it's really crushable. And it was one of the first beers that we made and came out with from an innovative perspective. It was released this past February since I joined Milwaukee Brewing Company. And so I like to think it was one of the first beers we came out with that I was really involved with the process from inception of the recipe all the way through the branding, marketing, and release of the beer. I also love it because within the branding of the beer, it has the people's flag of Milwaukee. We were able to use that artwork for the beer, and it really is a pride thing with the city of Milwaukee, where when I drink that, I really take pride in the city itself, and it goes back to that flag. So beyond just the taste of it, and I really love that style of beer, I love the marketing behind it as well. What I would tell other small business owners is that you really need to hone in and become really good at, you know, not necessarily try and be average on a lot of different things, but if you can hone in and become really good at one key aspect of your business that differentiates yourself from another, that's crucial to your long-term growth, especially when you're in a very competitive marketplace. Things that set you apart from others, and really spending every waking hour trying to figure out how you can push that strength of yours. You know, so again, it goes back to pushing and focusing on your strengths, and as opposed to trying to fix all your weaknesses. You know, that's really where I look back on the tea infusion and where we're going in the future with that, to something that sets Milwaukee Brewing Company apart from the competition. My biggest goal in life, that's a very interesting question. You know, I think that when people first initially hear that question, they think through all the different goals you might have from your career and where you want to get to in your career, how much money you want to make, you know, acquiring positions of power. To me, which is much more important, is really, number one, how you treat people, and developing in your family relationship and making sure you're there for your family, but also then making a difference. I think it's really more so about investing in the lives of others, blessing others through the gifts that God has blessed me with, and using my skill set to help do that. So an example might be that on top of being CFO of Milwaukee Brewing Company, I'm also the treasurer of a not-for-profit called Global Spine Outreach, which is a really cool organization that takes the top spinal surgeons in the country and sends them on mission trips, and they perform corrective spinal surgeries on underprivileged youth that otherwise wouldn't be able to afford that type of thing. Those are the type of things that I think, when I think about purpose in life and goals, and what are my long-term vision of what I would want to do, or if I wake up and I'm 75 years old and looking back at my life, what do I really look back to as the things that make it a big difference, is those type of things.